YouTube, welcome to Just One More Orchid channel. My name is Natasha. Today we're visiting an orchid grower, good friend, super funny guy, one of my favorite growers. His name is Bill and he's amazing. Let's go take a look. So here he is, Mr. Bill Nunez himself. I already told you where we're gonna be. He's gonna show us his kingdom. Is it kingdom?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, not county, it's a kingdom. So you're gonna learn and see a lot. So let's go. So Bill, tell us.
Well,
Who are you?
my name's Bill Nunez, and I'm a 6th generation Floridian.
Okay.
And my dad, my grandfather, they grew orchids. And
Just like hobby.
yes.
So,
And so this is just some vanilla plants over here. I've recently just pulled all the vanilla out, mostly because it was covering everything, and I'm doing with new starts.
oh, look at that one. Did you get hit by hurricane at all or not really?
Yeah, we got a little damage, and but luckily no water issues because we're kind of the highest elevation.
So I do have one specific lady who's been saying, Jamie, this is for you, that she has an issue with it. Give me tips on how to grow this thick vanilla orchid.
Yeah, that's vanilla planifolia. That particular one is very hardy, but lots of water. Lots of water, and don't try to grow them inside. And put them somewhere where they will have plenty of room to grow. There's different ways to do that. Put them on a tree where they grow way up, or you can put them on a big trellis type of thing that's especially a round one, and can wrap them around and around and around.
Okay, let's start from the bottom. What are we putting it in?
This
Pot or ground? Or
I always make the starts when I cut them. I put them in like 3-gallon nursery pots and very loamy soil. And
soil.
yeah, soil. You can mix in peat moss, potting soil. You can throw some bark in there too.
Okay, just looser than soil a little bit.
And then you take the cuttings, and you want to get cuttings that are at least a couple feet long, because the longer the cutting, the more energy it holds, and so it roots easier. The whole ticket is getting terrestrial roots to start.
Okay.
And the biggest thing with that,
they want to go up.
yeah, they'll travel. They've pushed, when it was full in here, they pushed the roof off of here twice. But the whole thing is timing it.
Are they all the same kind in here?
In here they are. I've got more over there.
This one is
and these
so
are some
cool.
that I've just cut down. I'm eliminating.
Look at that. It's on the 2 by whatever, 4, 2.
And see at the very bottom is the terrestrial roots. But the main thing with vanilla, if you want to propagate vanilla, do it in June, July, August. Those are your 3 best months, and water them every single day.
Okay, so wet. What about the light?
They do not want full light.
Okay.
So that's why I've got shade cloth all over here.
Yeah, pretty dark. This is probably what, 40%, right? 50.
Yeah, and so this is just a hodgepodge of shade cloth in here, but you want it fairly shady.
Okay.
They'll burn it. You can see where it grows up there and gets a little light on it. See how it'll turn the leaf yellow?
That leaf, yeah,
and,
right there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Cool.
I've got
Vanilla. Wonderful. I never seen them growing like they're like wild beasts in here.
I'll
So
show
cool.
you some over here.
Okay.
Bananas.
Bananas. My banana only once gave me bananas, and that's it.
Well, I'll tell you how you solve that.
How do I solve that?
You dump fertilizer on
Okay. That's one thing I haven't done. Would orchid fertilizer work for them? Or
but it's a little expensive. Because I'm locked up about with a patch like that, I will use at least 25 pounds and just dump it on the
then
ground.
some special pump
Just
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and And then they'll do, these are just, a lot of these are just brand new starts, a little Tampensis.
Okay, you also, if people don't know, you hybridize.
Yes.
And you are pretty famous at it.
Oh.
And you're famous in my books by your names.
Rhizome Cowboy.
And not only. There's that Dina.
Oh, the names of the orchids. Oh.
Yes, he names them. If you see a fun name, I can guarantee you it was Bill. But so...
Oh, you're referring to Dina's lingerie.
Yes, there's a plant that Bill named Dina's lingerie.
Clonal named Fantasy.
Yeah. So here you have like babies starting, not babies, but the what do we call
seed
them?
pods?
Seed pod, no, the
the
young
little seedlings.
Yeah.
I like to start them on these little pieces of wood because then you can take, after they're well established and well rooted, this little thin piece is just shingle.
Well,
Cypress.
next time I see you, I make those clay things. I'm out of red clay. I'm gonna get you a bunch of those. You can try them.
Well, the nice thing about these is you can take and put them on an oak tree and they'll bend.
Yeah.
And you can just put them right like that, and you don't have to rip them off of here. They'll just grow out.
And so this, I know your two of your favorite plants, I think at least, is Cattleyas and Encyclias.
Yes, that's probably my top two.
Yeah, and these are, that's what I've learned from you speaking at Venice Society. Florida native Encyclia tampensis apparently is named tampensis. I never knew before. I felt so dumb when you said it because it was first found in Tampa. So we don't have them in bloom right now, but here's the photo I'll attach. But you have, oh my God, look at that experiment of yours.
Oh, yeah.
Who do these belong to? My question is.
I'm going to plant a tampensis on that. I'm just leaving it hang out here right now. But yeah.
Okay, we're not gonna go there. Yeah, so tampensis is one of those. Look at this one. Was it the regular tampensis here?
This is standard color form, yeah.
Are you gonna do anything with it?
Oh, I'll probably. I always make flask of tampensis seedlings every year, so
Yeah.
I may grab one from here and one from another plant.
But then,
And
yeah,
there's some hanging over there.
he has a beautiful yard. So about the structure, I really like those holes that you made in there and that little, like a chain.
Yeah, it's just swing set chain, and it just keeps these from sliding up and down a wire or something.
That's what I have the like a pipes, and that's always a problem because I have vandas on them and they move like son of a gun when the winds or
Well, that's kind of why I like the little swing set chain.
And what is it? Is it 60%? What's the shade cloth? Do you know?
This is, I think, it's 50.
50. Yeah, a little looser. Beautiful. Okay, let's go in.
Okay.
More stuff.
There's some.
Uh-huh. This is very, very... And look how much greener these are because there's not as much light.
They're in the shade, but tampensis is a very forgiving about light. You can grow them in almost full sun.
This one, I cannot pass this one. Is this a part of the tree or you made a mount?
I just made a mount.
That is massive.
And that's an alba.
It's an alba.
And there's some more over here. Here's a seed pod that is ready to harvest.
Uh-huh.
It's about right.
And we'll talk about it because he has babies in there, the daycare.
Oh, and
We'll talk a little bit about how it's done later.
Okay.
And you use mostly the chain, I see, which is, yeah,
just to keep things
in place.
Oh, they'll pile up on each other.
Yeah.
If you just use the heavy.
And then we have just the two little greenhouses, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I've already done about 30 of this cross.
So you got the babies
Yeah.
out of the, what is it, compote?
Well, actually, these came straight from the flask. These came right out of the agar.
These? Oh, that's the one I have. I bought the
amethystic gloss.
Yeah, those are going to be amazing.
Yeah,
So-
that's a cross of a triple X by another one that was a real good one.
So how does Bill Nunez repot? What do you use?
Well,
For amethystoglossa in this
for
case.
seedlings, I'll do something like this. Use a little heavier mix here, put in the bottom.
Heavier mix.
So it kind of keeps it so it won't fall through.
Why is it in water?
It's
Just rinsing?
Yeah, and I've got a little bit of RD20 in there.
RD20.
Which is same as Physan 20.
Okay. So fungicide.
So then I put a little bit of that in there. Then I grab a plant.
Cute one.
Put him in there. Let's see, it's growing that direction. So I want to put it on this side of the pot. And then I just start feeding in a little bit of the seedling mix.
I'm going to be doing the potting meeting for our society first time in my life. They don't know what they're signing up for. I've never done one, so.
But when you're done, you want all the growth of the plant to be above the media.
So
and
it's
then I just,
not submerged.
Then I just wash them off, all the little extra dirt there, and then run some water through. That helps. That just helps pack them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So instead of like banging the pot with the water. Cool. Thank you. Okay, let's go. No finger. No. Got it.
Okay, but since we left that greenhouse
Oh, the
there,
vanillas. Ooh.
Just show you those are vanillas down through there.
So I assume vanilla is your favorite as well.
Well,
I never seen anyone having so many vanillas.
Well, I've got vanilla planifolia, vanilla deliniana, that Tahatensis.
Tahatensis. Oh, okay.
There's another two more Florida names. There's Phayanthe.
Go ahead of me, so.
Phayanthe stuff I cut over there in the other greenhouse. And you know when a vanilla is producing terrestrial roots when they have all this new growth. They won't put out this new growth until they have terrestrial roots formed. So this gets watered every single day. You can see it's still damp from this morning's watering. Oh, while we're right here, it's through blooming, but you can see a couple tiny little blooms.
That's some kind of leafless.
Yeah, that's a Florida native, the Jingle Bell orchid. So, Dendrophyllix poracta.
Oh, and right above it, look at this. God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's EYY.
EYY.
Jim Kelly.
EYY is my language. I cannot pronounce all those new names they give them. I think they do it intentionally.
For those of you who know Nancy Losgar, there's RLC Nancy Losgar.
Oh God! Look at that.
That's a very, very nice fragrance.
That is huge. Oh, it smells so good. So what is she? The cross of what? Because I know I can ask you.
It's one of the heirloom large pinks.
Unbelievable.
Crossed with. I might have it written on here, but I don't remember.
That's okay. No. That's fine. This is, and I'm not Cattleya fan, but this thing is humongous. Beautiful.
Here's a strange inflorescence.
From Cattleya.
Well, it's kind of in the Shambo family, but it puts out these crazy bracts and then finally blooms.
It almost looks like frag from here.
Well, it's a cross of granulosa and gloriosa.
One of those big, tall, frou-frou. But this is, I would say, now I'm putting orchids in resin. If I would put this in resin and make what is it called? The pendant?
Oh, it'd be huge.
It will be a medal.
Yeah, that would be a
The fragrance on it is absolutely to die for. Look how big.
Actually, most of these that I've bloomed have bigger petals than this.
Did you make this one?
No.
You let me know when we see your creations, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, download them. What do we have here? My God, look at those mounts.
Well, these are kind of interesting. This is a Phoenicia cross. It has Phoenicia and Nodosa and some other things. And so I grew that from a little seedling like out there.
I have one, it's called Aruba something. Do you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about? It looks very similar. It doesn't have those spots, but it looks, and it's one of my favorites.
I know the one you're talking about.
Oh, look, there's one more here. You know what I'm talking
So
about,
I
right,
named-
Aruba?
I named this one Warbird with the clonal name Tiger Paw.
Okay. You made this one? Is that your cross?
I didn't, but I got it as a little seedling.
Okay.
Because
So you were a
I'm
good
a
parent.
fanatic about growing seedlings.
What is this, Bill?
Oh, that's a little dendrobium I've had about 20 years, and now it's kind of fizzling out a little bit.
Did it bloom ever?
Oh yeah, they're tiny.
It's very different.
That's what you call a magnifying glass bloom.
Yeah, I use my phone always for those.
And this dendrophilix I grew out from
Also the leafless.
a baby.
Uh-huh.
And here's one named after my daughter. This is,
You guys get ready.
This is Carol Ann.
Carol Ann, beautiful.
So it's got
Oh my God!
a
It's
bunch of blooms on
It's
it.
like Digbiana something, green.
Well, it does have glauca in it.
Glauca. Yeah, that's where I was going with that. So, is this your cross?
That is not.
That I'm trying.
I
Bill.
know, I
I'm
know.
trying. This is gorgeous. How humongous are your mounts? It's insanity. You know something, do you?
Well,
Is that Bill's weed? Secret?
Carol Ann is the clonal name.
Beautiful. Very, very pretty. And I'm not into the Brassavola kind of things, but this is enormous.
And this,
Okay, a little disclaimer. He's like me. He said there's nothing in bloom. So here we are showing you what's not in bloom.
And
This
get it-
is beautiful.
you want to hold your camera close so that they can smell this one.
Ah, here. Smell it.
No, this one is a lovely fragrance.
I don't know. Hippodamia. This is just Hippodamia?
Yes.
Wow.
Just that-
Look at that color.
And it's got two more that haven't opened yet.
I always seen them more like in the burgundish. And
And I want to show you this. And I'm very lucky that this
Ooh.
is even blooming because this mount came from a crazy lady I know.
yeah? No, we call her Happy Lady
Happy
nowadays.
Lady.
Yeah.
So it's
Look at
unfortunately,
that.
unfortunately the bloom will be open tomorrow. But
It's how it is. Look, it's happy on it.
yep.
You definitely need more. What's the name of this lucky orchid?
Well, it's unnamed, and so it's a Klondii
Okay.
by in parentheses RLC Fire Leopard by by RTH Martha Clark.
Okay, Martha is present
Yeah.
in some kind of shape. That's one of my totems. I don't know how I convinced him to take it. Because all these big growers, they think my stuff is just a toy, but look
Well,
at
you
this.
were a speaker at a meeting,
Ah, okay.
and you had some. I said, "Well, I got to have a little
Cool.
hunk of Natalia in my greenhouse."
Available at just one more orchid.biz.
That's what I do with that other greenhouse. Is I make the division, and this is my second round of divisions this year.
Oh, we missed this little one. Oh,
This-
and that little one is super cute. This is, what is this?
This is a Brassavola nodosa.
Nodosa.
This came from Phelps, but this was originated from Bud Spence, and this is called Spence's spots. But
Yeah,
you see
it's-
all the spotting on the outside,
It has lots of spotting.
and the spotting's coming out. Well, when you've seen the BC yellowbirds
Uh-huh.
that are extremely spotted all
Uh-huh.
over, they were made with this parent.
Now, tell me about this. What the shape of it? Is that the basket just upside down?
Yeah, and that's just a
Something really crawling?
it's a little dendrobium, little Jessii,
Look, that's interesting.
and there's just a little patch up there, but then they'll spread out good if you give them enough water. And
Really cool. Well, let's talk about this little bit. This little bit is so cute.
this is
Look
actually,
how little it
and
is.
it's sometimes hard for people to believe, but this is half little Toshi and half Alba tampensis. The only place you can see any tampensis is really in these sepals. And barely.
Very cute.
But very cute.
Like again, I said I don't like cattleyas, but this is super
And
cool.
that one's named Cattleya Pineapple Express.
Cattleya?
Cattleya, it's Cattleya and Encyclia.
Gee. And who is asking to be in the camera over there?
Oh.
No, that's Hippodamia
Now,
that I would think about.
There's the Hippodamia that you're used to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a well-spotted thing and kind of exotic looking.
That blonde one at the end there does look different than normal. That's what I would think of.
It's different coloring and,
Yeah,
it's a
very
little
cool.
larger bloom too.
And
Well, I have a few things.
what is this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Bahama species. And this particular one is elegans. Tetramica elegans.
So it starts there?
Yeah.
And
it
then
started
it's
a
just...
few plants in the basket, but this thing doesn't get happy until it grows out of the basket
Chandelier.
and it makes this big wad.
What is the name of it?
Tetramica elegans.
Tetramica. How cool is that? Okay.
There's
Nice.
a few blooms left on my Phoenicia.
Very pretty. And those smell. There's I remember
They have a chocolate smell.
I did the video at Crowell Smith and I could not figure it out. And then she had like 2 flowers. And it smelled the whole greenhouse.
Yeah.
Look at that color.
And these are old blooms, but they're still fragrant.
And that's the thing about encyclias. They last forever, the blooms.
They do last pretty well.
And the smell, I never had unpleasant smell on encyclia.
No.
No. It's either chocolate or sweets. Or you know the Jim Roberts, the Orchid Jungle?
Yeah.
In Europe I really liked freesia, the flower. It smells exactly like
I've got an orchid jungle in bloom over there. You'll
Yeah.
have to see if it smells like what you're used to.
that thing. Okay.
That people don't like to use hybridizing because it can forward crippling.
Say again, Braziliensis?
Braziliensis.
That's the type.
That's the variety of bicolor it is.
Bicolor. Beautiful. And it's thinner, smaller, kinda.
Oh, well, that's just a baby.
It's just a baby.
It should get
Very
2 or 3 feet tall.
Okay, and then there's cochleata.
There's a Prostachia cochleata.
I only could manage the half of that name. I can't.
And it's just, the biggest problem with this plant is it won't stop blooming.
Yeah. Once it's happy.
Good Lord. It's been in bloom for 3 years now.
What is yours in? And bark? Very loose, right?
It is, but it's almost more of a seedling mix. They have fairly fine roots, and so you don't need the heavy cattleya bark.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, that's a little oddball thing.
They're everywhere and they're not blooming.
But this,
Did you notice?
but this oddball thing, well, I better pull the right tag, is this.
Okay. Sure feel I can see. I am.
Shophieldalia by
Really interesting.
They're just
Longer petals and
they're just odd.
we like odd.
Well, that's why we get along.
Okay.
So, Venus nodosa by Cattleya velutina, and you know it's kind of plain Jane. It doesn't have the nice lipstick like you wear.
I have some. We can see how she'll look with it.
Oh no, this
This one
one's
is
all
saying
dying.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are all seedlings.
Oh! Seriously, Bill. See, I almost did the thing that you do when you get scared. Look at the happy camper. Why?
Really ashamed of myself.
You really, yeah, I know, right? Your face shows. Oh my God, little boy tricks.
And this is all seedlings that I grew out and put up here.
Let me tell you, your seedlings look like my humongous plants.
And this is all seedlings on the second level.
I see yum-yums there.
Yeah.
I have
that's a good
two,
growing plant.
and they never bloom for me. I wonder why.
Well, they are just a great growing plant.
You guys, I just did the unboxing of Jim Roberts' seedlings that I got online. This is one of his most famous creations.
It is.
It's called Dick Pippin Lemon Yum Yums. I don't know if he has them for sale on his website, but they periodically, you usually have them if you see them on at the shows. Beautiful. Are they fragrant? Do you know?
Some fragrance. I don't know why.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
They're
florally.
They're called lemon yum yum, but it's not for the fragrance.
I think that's the looks. It's such a sweet and soft, and the freckles, everything.
Well, I love the influence of the nodosa on the lip, that rainfall or that waterfall.
Now you're
effect.
talking nerdy.
Nerdy.
Influence. Beautiful. There's this. Who's that over there? The blonde.
Oh, that's a Brisabula nodosa.
Let's go.
That's
Yeah,
a
you're
podium
you're a
punctatum.
little plant.
And you can see it's really growing, and it's mostly in rock. And
Did it bloom? Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah, it bloomed very well.
Wow.
It's in rock and sand.
Humongous. Look at Bill and look at that plant. Enormousness.
And these are seeds that I got started.
So
to
where
grow.
does it? What is the name again?
Sort of podium punctatum.
Where do they come from?
Central America and South Florida. Big cypress swamp used to be filled with them until they got pilfered out of existence almost.
Sad.
But so these are the new starts, and they're coming right along. Those will
Cool.
be blooming probably
This
2
will
years.
bloom. You need to let me know. I'll come over.
Oh, it puts on a show.
Yeah, I believe you. So this is your greenhouse, because we are. Now tell me, those bottle cool things. It's just the direction of the sprinkle, the half-gallon
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's just when those are
sprinkler.
spray
Yeah.
nozzles, and it just keeps them from overlapping over
The
here.
direction.
Now these are wobble heads along here. And so I moved that over and brought it lower so it would water these seedlings on the lower.
Jesus again. He is silently giggling, very, very satisfied giggle over there. Boys will be boys, I'm telling you. Ooh, we're trying to get to the blonde, but it's a long way.
Okay, that's my.
You talking about this
yeah,
one? This one?
That's the orchid jungle.
Yeah. Your orchid jungle. No, mine smells different. But you know what is mine? Mine is his original awarded humongous orchid jungle. He named it Mayaka. He donated it to Venice, and I won it, and the half of Florida hated me that moment.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
This one, the blooms are blooming smaller than normal this year. Because this was a huge one, and it got a 86-point award.
Beautiful.
And
Clusters. This one smells very sugary, sweet. Mine smells different, interesting enough.
oh, and here's a Tampensis by Laelia Bregerii,
This is cool.
and that makes
We're doing different heights here.
Caticlia bussi.
Do you have any more snakes laying around
Oh, I would
for entertainment?
do that to you.
That's her water I see right there, right?
Oh, you know why I do that? When I'm gone,
Uh-huh.
that tells me that the sprinkler system did work.
Oh, okay.
And then I empty it out.
That's cool.
That one's going, and one petal
No, but
fell
that
off.
is pretty. What is it? Still, we're gonna turn her that way so nobody sees that petal.
Well, it's a hybrid, and I grew them from flask.
Long name.
Hisako Akatsuka Volcano Queen by Mickey's Freckles, which is a nodosa hybrid.
One of those easy names. Look at these nodosas were in bloom. How That was fabulous. We'll catch them next time. So here's the blonde. That must be also jungle, no?
No, that's a hybrid. But you need to, this orchid right here, Natalia, it actually, the foliage has scent.
You serious?
Smell it.
With this gentleman, you gotta watch it. He looks very innocent, but...
Oh, watch out there.
Get him. He's actually being very, very well behaved. He can be spicy. Anyway.
Okay, this is a hybrid involving Encyclia gracilis. I think it's Orchid Jungle by Gracilis.
Yeah, that's what I see it.
Yeah,
big time.
Orchid Jungle by Gracilis.
Uh-huh.
So I made a bunch of those.
Okay, what about the blonde? I will not skip the blonde. This is incredible.
The reason I like this nodosa is let's isolate a bloom.
It's huge.
See how it's flat, straight out? The sepals and petals are flat. That doesn't happen a lot with nodosa. And so that's a good one to hybridize with.
It's very, I mean, it is different. It's significant nodosa. It's not just nodosa. Beautiful. And who is this? Like doing that? Gracilis. Huge. And it's also still fragrant, and it's totally different than the others.
And behind you is a neat little dendrobium.
This?
Yeah.
It's cool. Look at those leaves.
It has pretty... Oh yeah, the new growth. It gets better and better every time. Every new growth. You can see the size of the leaves over there too.
This thing is huge.
It has real pretty yellow flowers because this is a discolor aria, and it grows like a weed.
What's the name of it?
A dendrobium discolor.
Discolor.
Variety aria, which is yellow.
Aria. Okay. Whew.
And
no more snakes. I'm on high alert. Ooh, who's this?
That's another lemon yum yum. Just
look how different it's just newer flower.
Probably.
It doesn't have that yellow tint to it.
Yeah. Just a little younger plant. This one's got the bigger plant's got a little more vigor, you know.
But I like them both. The freckles, it's always touching my soul.
And these are all Orchid Jungle by Encyclia Fandango.
Fandango.
And bloomed out some pretty good ones. But these are all going to be up potted just 6-inch pots.
They're ready.
In the next week or so.
So your fans, I see you have fans, they run all day long?
Yes, and then I have vents up there that'll open. Each vent's 8 feet long, and when it gets really, really hot in here, I reverse the fans on low speed, and it pulls air up to the vent.
What do you do for winter? Do you have a cover on the sides, or you don't bother?
Oh yeah, I cover everything because I've got my heater right there.
No, okay.
And in the winter, I'm actually started using bubble wrap. It's actually insulated better.
For the sides?
Yes.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plastic. There's one more.
That's another gracilis.
God, I never seen them. They're humongous.
Well, you just don't see them. I don't know.
Yeah. Cool.
And that's Precious Boston.
Yeah, we passed that one. It's very cute. Super cute. Precious Boston?
Well, Boston was the name of my daughter's horse that she had for 17 years.
Now that's your name. Did you make that one?
Yes.
Finally! Bingo! And yeah, because I see Bill's weed. That's how you recognize. That's beautiful.
Ends up growing.
So these are seedlings mostly, he says. I don't see any. Oh, okay, I almost killed myself. Do that on a regular basis. And there's a blonde.
Watch out for that scorpion.
Being funny. Ha ha ha. Boys. What's the name of this Neighbor of the Scorpio. You don't know?
I'm trying to remember. It's a.
Oh,
it's
I
got a lot of
see.
Walkeriana in it. Here it is, Cattleya Deer Angel.
It's not that one?
No, that's the plant next to it. See that?
I'm laughing because of the name that is on that one.
Cattleya Deer Angel.
Dear Angel, you did not name that one.
Oh, I named that one after you.
Oh, yeah, right. One day, I am afraid, and I know you will name something after me.
Oh, yeah.
And it will be, look at that. What's that, Bill? Clavisia?
Yeah, that's Amethysta glossa. That's what we were just looking at out there on my table. I've got a...
So, but that's Clavisia, right? What's the name of the orchid?
Oh, that! Cloecia russeliana.
Clovesia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have to... It's just opening, so you can't see the blooms unless you kind of hold it up.
That's fine, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice stripes on color.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about the seedlings.
No.
Okay.
So we have seedlings.
Yeah.
They're all happy. I like this one. What's that?
Probably
Capensis?
Capensis.
Yeah. Yeah, typo.
Oh, which I 4-inch reading.
Really cute. Without even any plants.
And then a bunch of little compots because I'm running out of room for individuals.
So you're gonna be dividing them just like you did out there
Yes.
with the Amethysta glossa, right?
Yes.
That a job.
And here's some more of the Amethysta glosses.
So that's your daycare.
Yeah. My nursery.
Nursery, yeah. For real. Not just the name of it. Now, is this the Gbiana?
That is.
Oh my god.
The Savila Vigiana.
It's a chandelier just for the... It's me and here's the thing. Crazy. And who do we... I've seen this from the window. I want to see this.
Oh yeah, that's BLC Poly Polka Dot.
This is so cool. Oh my god, and it smells good.
And I got a
It's
seed
massive.
pod on that.
And this? Oh, right there. And you, yeah, that's the plant seed pot,
I
right?
put that spotted nodosa on that.
So it's gonna be something very interesting. Yeah. Speaking of seed pots and babies, you're into it too, right?
And there's Cattleya Intermedia.
Aww.
Seed pod from what?
You have a whole thing over there inside of your house.
Oh yeah, it's probably the smallest amount of flask that I've ever had.
What is it called? The nursery, the baby nursery in the hospitals where they keep the little ones. He has that for his orchids. Who is that?
That is another Orchid Jungle by Gracilis, and the blooms are done.
Beautiful.
That one I like the shape of a little better.
Why? Tell me, what is so good about the shape?
Well, I like them flattened out, and see how like on the sepals, they get
Round.
wider at the end, and the petals are, for a Gracilis hybrid, they have good shape. Gracilis.
So not pointy, but more wider in the middle of the... Oops!
What I call it,
Dying on me right there.
what I call a boat paddle shape.
I honestly, I cannot compliment you enough how clean your plants are. I'm so past that. I need to really, I need to give it 1 week for my greenhouse, because you know how everything grows real fast in the summertime, and once you a little bit let it go, boom, you are covered in everything.
Playing catch up.
Yeah, so I will do that. Your hybrid?
Yeah, this was interesting. This is a Fallery rhizome cowgirl, and that got an FCC, and they named it Rose of Cimarron. So
Okay, if somebody wants to buy some of yours, you just, if you speak, you bring them with you, or there's any other way to buy them?
Pretty much that's it.
Yeah? Okay. Well, he will be our speaker at Englewood. So if you guys want to hear Bill speak, he will be actually doing a really cool topic, which will be the growing seedlings from beginning to the blooming stage. Come on over. It's in October, right? October. Yeah, September I'm doing my potting clinic myself.
I think it is October.
Yeah, so if you want a good laugh, come over for the potting thing by me. And there's one more hiding. I am telling you, it's not it.
Well, no, that's what I
see.
crossed to make the seed pod.
Ah.
This is spotted charm,
Beautiful.
and I'm telling you is
Encyclia.
an encyclia. So I thought it'd be an interesting cross between that and
Absolutely.
encyclia.
Let's go. What do we have here? We're talking about baby making.
Oh,
This is oh, now you think I'm spicy, huh? So what's the, that looks very mysterious.
This is how they did it back in the turn of the century. This is a glove box.
This is how old you live?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you put your hands in here, and then I'm just using rubber bands around there, and then I wear a latex glove.
And so what was done in there? The sealing kind of the...
Well, it starts off by putting seeds
that we saw, the seed pots
in
out
the mother
there.
flask, and this is actually some of Jim Roberts, and you can see the little green fuzz over there. That's the beginning.
That's a good...
And then when they get up, you know, an inch tall.
They get a little bigger there.
Yep.
So how long from the seed pod to this stage, kinda?
Well, sometimes these seeds will germinate in 4 days, and sometimes it takes them 2 months.
And sometimes you have this much, and sometimes you'll have that many, right?
Well, yeah, these are all done at different times.
Yeah.
And let's see that media. Oh, yeah. Well, I dropped that one.
So those could be the challenged ones, right?
Yeah,
The unpredictable ones.
Yeah, that's right.
Or the winners. You never know.
Those may grow up a little bit, and then when you walk by them, they hit you with a switchblade. So.
Okay, so this is, so you say what? It could be a week, month, whatever, right?
Yes, to germinate.
Yeah.
And then let them grow out a little bit till they're, you know, at least a quarter inch to a half inch tall, and then take them out and they go into replate flasks. Like here's some that I just recently did.
And so that's when you use that scary machine.
That's right.
Yeah. And so that they don't get exposed like little babies before they get their shots. Let's do this kind of comparison, right?
And they stay in there.
For how long?
Oh, each one's different time.
It's not the time frame, it's the size, right?
Yes.
That matters.
Yes.
Again.
So there they are. And these are amethystoglossas that I have replayed. This was replate number 2. And the way they're doing these,
Since like January, I see, almost February, right?
Right. And then these are not growing as big as those. So I had about 20 of these flasks, and I'm down to these 3. So what I'm probably going to do is take them out of there and put them in a third replate flask.
If you are interested, I have one for sale.
A replate?
That I just bought from you.
Oh.
Mine are doing great. I still have it in a jar or whatever you call it.
What? If you want, I'll go over that with you. Real easy way to do it.
As I said, I have one of these at home, and we're gonna do repotting with you. And Bill gave me his nerd talk about how to do it using colander, which is great. Thank you so much. You know, I always love meeting with you, but I never been in your kingdom. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was very informative. I'm inviting myself back when that big thing will be blooming.
Oh, great.
Yeah?
I've enjoyed it. Thank you for coming.
And now he's taking me to lunch. Boom, win-win, right? Thank you, Bill. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, YouTube. Martha says, don't forget to like and subscribe. and I hope you liked it, and I'll see you soon. I have another really cool grower for you coming up. So take care. Bye-bye.